G'day everyone, welcome back to the channel. A little different this time. We'll do a few updates on the shed and try and improve the amount of room and space that I've got in here. And a couple of heat improvements as we're coming into summer. Getting pretty warm in here. I'll explain it as we go through. As always, really appreciate the love and support that the channel's been getting. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Cheers. So a quick bit of a workshop tour. This is my back shed. So this is a 6x7, which is the biggest that I could actually have on the property, because I've got another shed which has all my parts and storage and bits and pieces that I don't really want in the fabrication shed because it just gets covered in crap otherwise. So the chassis here, seen that in the last video, all passed inspection really well, so happy with that. A few new bits of tooling that I haven't gone through yet, bit of a press and a bit of a brake press for pressing steel and plate. I'd really like a big hydraulic bender, but the space in here not really available. So the plan this week is to actually build like a high shelf along here, strong enough to put the compressor on top, put some of the welders and benders underneath it and free up a bit of space. Put some of these tools underneath it as well. Just free up a bit of floor space because it's about to get crowded in here once I bring the A body in and start working on that. So that's another big bench that'll have to go in here as well with the body on top. So I'll get rid of this as well. This is the 318 poly engine out of the Plymouth Fury that you would have seen in the last video. So when I received the car, I stripped this down, gave it a quick birthday, bit of a paint up, a few new bits and pieces, new carb, new electronic ignition, new Craig fountain cast covers. So this is ready to go whenever the car's finished, which will be a while away, but I thought I'd get a head start and do this when I had a bit of motivation a few years back. So it's just been sitting here ever since, but I'll get rid of it and put it back in the Plymouth or in front of the Plymouth, thanks to Dad for a bit of storage. A couple of lengths of tube here. I got some 100x50, which will be the front, whole front beam, and hopefully it's strong enough that we shouldn't need a front leg, so in case I need to push something all the way underneath, it'll still hold it up with a compressor on there. And bit of 70x35, I think it is, for the rest of the legs. Another improvement we'll do is, when I built this shed 5 years ago, I had 4 lots of clear panels put in, which I thought was a good idea at the time for light, but it actually lets a fair bit of heat in. So we'll probably block off the rest of these for summer and just use the LED lighting available, and hopefully it brings the heat down in here. The rest of the shed from the walls to the roof is already all insulated, so that helps a fair bit. The only bit that's not insulated is the big roller door, which I haven't quite come up with an idea for that yet, but we'll see. As you can see, it's not the biggest space, but you got to work with what you have. I'd love to have it 10 times bigger, but this is what we got, so this is what I'll work with. Let's get on with it. Move some things around, swap the press to the other side. So basically just going to make a freestanding shelf, same height as that beam there, and marked out the 100x50. So that'll be the front and the 2 sides, and then the 75x38 or whatever it is, that'll be the legs and the rear. And it'll be high enough that we'll be able to put stuff underneath, and still enough height to put the compressor in the corner there. Also filled in the top section of the skylights with the rest of the insulation, and it's already made a big difference. So it's actually cooled it down in here already. I should have probably done it ages ago, but done now. Just cleaned up the edges and got it sat on the bench. I guess the benefit of having some of this equipment is it makes things pretty fast to do. I mean, you could do this wherever. You could do it in the sand pit bloody on the floor, whatever you wanted. It's pretty simple frame. It's just 490 degrees. But with these stoppers and the grid on the bench, you can just push it into the corners and it's already hard up square. So it just makes life pretty quick and simple. And the good thing is I just run the vise on a removable plate. So I just sit it in the corner here with these bolt down through bolts and clamp it up tight. So I can just pull it off whenever I need to. Just makes life a bit quicker, easier. Frame's all tacked up, just fitting 2 legs now, and we'll fit the other 2, spin it around on the table and bang it together. Be nice to have a gigantic table that fitted a 3-metre bench, but it is what it is, make do. Shelf's back up on its feet, just gonna add probably overkill, but 3 braces. I'll trim these down, drop them to the right height, add 3 braces along here, and then cover the top with this leftover 19mm MDF from the radiator hammer form. Should be ready to go in soon. Just welded all the braces in there, quick coat of cold gal and ready to throw it in. Shelf's all in place, fits perfect, exactly where I wanted it. Cut that sheet of MDF in half and got 2 pieces here. It was just enough to miss out, about a foot short here, but we'll deal with that later. This is enough there to get the compressor up and get the rest of the stuff underneath it. It's going to create us heaps more room and going to be so much better for storage and get things out the way while I'm not using them. Just finished the big cleanup, so shelf's all in there, compressors up there, put the MIG back underneath, the big bender in the corner, some of my other auto electrical consumables and that in those boxes. And the shelf here is going to be good. At least I can put some parts up there as I'm building the car instead of taking them in and out of the storage shed. Shifted the bender, put the new shrinker stretcher that I got off Marketplace for a bargain, put that over here. This is inch thick poly tube with like a 2-inch thick plastic top that a mate of mine made and gave to me. So basically you can use it like a tree stump, hollowed out here, so you can start to shape sheet metal and yeah, hammer it like you would on a traditional tree stump, but it's just a bit quieter. Benches back in place, put the Fronius over here. Everything else has sort of turned out really good. Neatened up this back corner where the planishing hammer is. Got some surface rust stains here from the sander. Got to try and get them out. At least got a bit more room. I need to come up with a better storage solution for the spare steel. Maybe some type of rack at some stage. But way more usable, way better space now. Really happy with how the shelf turned out. Got rid of the engine too, so heaps of room over there now. I feel like I'm repeating myself a bit, but just having a nice, clean, tidy workspace just makes it easier as you're going along, more efficient, just much nicer to work in. So really happy with how this has turned out. I've got one of Carl Fisher's profile hammers. I had that sitting over there for a while, so I'll probably set that up as well at some stage. A few other jobs. I got a big vise, real big boy here. Gonna make a stand up and mount that eventually. Wouldn't mind making a new stand for the bender that holds all the dies. Bit nicer wheels and that. But yeah, plenty of jobs. Just keep ticking away at it. Next steps on the hot rod, probably better put the body back on soon. Sit in there, get a few measurements of where the seat's going to mount, steering column measurement, order a column. Got a meeting planned with the tuner, the guy that's actually going to tune the car. So we'll go through all the extra sensors and stuff that we'll add while I'm building it, so I don't get to the end and realise that we need all this extra stuff and have to cut and modify things. So I don't want to be doing it twice. So better off having that conversation now early on, and then I can incorporate all those parts and sensors and pieces that we need extra into the build now. Body will then come back off once we've got all the seat and steering column measurements and that. And I'll start ordering some more parts, probably a shifter, all of that kind of deal. And then I'll get stuck into the panel beating on the body, which will be up on a bench that I've made for it. So the chassis and the body will both be in here, so it'll start to get pretty tight, but should be right to work around now, even if I have to turn the chassis 90 degrees at the back here. Should be good. That's probably going to do it for this one. A bit different than all the other fabrication ones. Nowhere near enough work on that, but just to make everything neat and tidy and easier to work with. It's going to make it better for me and more efficient. So thanks for watching. Cheers.